Hi, this is a video review of the Breitling Navitimer. This is the new Navitimer released recently. It's an update of the older Navitimer, very well-known model by Breitling. And this new watch has a few things that are worth mentioning. It reminds a lot to the old Navitimer, but it's got a few features, especially this one, that I would like to talk about. Probably the first thing that will catch your eye is the red arrow in the middle. There's a chronograph arrow, and it's as opposed as the other one, the older one. This one is all red. The other thing is probably the size of the case. This is a 43mm. It wears slightly larger than the older Navitimer, but still very comfortable, still very good on the wrist. It feels great. This particular model is the limited edition. It's limited to 2,000 pieces. Entire world, so I was lucky enough to be able to get one of them. As you can see, it's numbered. The case is numbered, and it's got here number. In this case is 788. And also the limited edition has a very strange, very rare feature for Breitlings, which is the display case back. These display case backs aren't very common among Breitlings because for whatever reason they only preserve this feature to limited editions. As you can see here, I don't speak French, but I think it says something like limited edition, Navitimer edition limited, 2,000 pieces. So another thing is on the dial that I'd like to mention is the raised wing logo that you can see in the center here, right here. This is different from the older Navitimers, as they had the logo applied, well, I mean printed, as opposed to this one, which is applied on the dial. I think this looks much better than the older one. That's my opinion. Some people do like the older printed logo. They say that it gives the watch a more vintage look. I don't know. For me, the vintage look is been preserved on this model as well, and the raised logo kind of adds a neat feature, I think. The difference between, apart from the display case back, another thing you can use to quickly identify, differentiate limited editions from non-limited editions, I would say, is the date. You can see the date on the limited edition is white background with numbers on the collar. The non-limited edition will have a black background on the date, and this is probably the giveaway, the quickest way to spot a non-limited edition if they have a black background on the date. Apart from that would be the display case back, which we already talked about. And then the last thing is the movement. This watch has BO1 movement, which is the new in-house Breitling movement. And this movement has been used by a few models in the Breitling line. All chronographs though. So this is It's an amazing movement so far. It's been great. I've heard some people complaining about the movement not being reliable, or some quality control issues with the movement. So far, I haven't had any issues. The movement has been great. Accuracy and precision is awesome. I don't really see how Breitling could just overlook quality control on their watches, but I suppose as every mechanical piece, there's always a risk, I guess. But nothing remarkably bad has happened so far. I'd like to mention as well, this watch has still the 7-row bracelet Navitimer, very famous bracelet. I think this is one of the most comfortable bracelets I ever wore, and it is quite a great bracelet to wear. It's very shiny though. I don't know if you can see, but it is an incredibly shiny bracelet. It's all polished, so it'll catch people's attention when you wear it, because it's just very noticeable. This also has the race logo on the clasp. You can see here this logo. It's been raised on the clasp. And another thing to mention about this clasp is that in the older Navitimers you had pinholes here on the side of the clasp, and this this would make it very easy to change and adjust the clasp. Maybe if in a very hot day you could adjust it so it's a bit more loose, and in colder days you could adjust it so it's a bit tighter, without requiring special tools at all. In this case, this watch doesn't have pinholes, so it gives it a very neat and very slick look to the clasp, but it also makes it a bit more difficult to change, I suppose, to adjust the clasp, and without a special tool, because you can use just something pointy and small to do that. So you need the tool to do it from the inside of the clasp, through the sides. The bezel I've noticed is not stiff as some other models. I own a Navitimer World, and that bezel was very stiff. This one, the other side, is not stiff. This is a bit more loose. It could be, it could be just this model, but that's something I've noticed. I thought I would mention. Water resistance in this watch is 30 meters. Not suitable for swimming. Better off if you keep it away from the water. Water is not something this watch likes very much. It probably comes down to the bezel, the way it's been constructed, as it's been water resistance comes down to the bezel being tight. That's the weakest point of the watch in terms of water resistance. So because it's pressure fitted, there's no mechanism gearing the bezel. The watch is not, it doesn't have a great water resistance, so better off if you keep it off the water for the most part. Okay, so that was the video review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really love the watch. That's something I don't regret purchasing this watch. It's perfect in any way. It's the right size. They did a great job with the dial and the improvements that they did, like the size of it, and of course the in-house movement, which is great addition to this classic masterpiece. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.